It's mental wellness check-in time. What's up, bestie? Today, I'm just going to ask you a few questions to see how your mental state is, how you feel, recently with all the changes you've probably gone through. And, I'm not a therapist or anything, so I'm not going to be writing anything down. I'm just going to ask you these questions because I care about you and your well-being. And I just want you to be able to express yourself, and I feel like mental wellness is very important because it affects how you think, how you act, and the amount of stress that you go through has to do a lot with like your mental well-being. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions to see how you're doing, and nothing's going to be written down. I'm just asking you just so that you can get your feelings out there and just, relieve some of that pent up negative energy, and you just are able to just kind of let it go. How are you really feeling today? Like, really, like, put it all out there, be honest, like, you're not going to be judged. Like, how do you really feel? Okay. Yeah, I asked that, like, not because I don't believe, like, what you say if you tell me how you feel, but you know how it is, like, people ask us, hey, how are you? And we just say, good, and you, just because that's just, like, customary, that's just something that we've gotten used to saying, and it's like, no, like, hey, let's stop for a second, like, actually have a conversation, and really express how you're feeling. Most people are not therapists, so I understand, like, sometimes people don't know what to say when you, like, really say how you feel, because they're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But I also don't know how to, like, go about this, because you don't want to say the wrong thing to somebody who's, like, really going through it, and I get it. So I ask, how are you really feeling today? And if you're not 100% okay, that's okay. If you're not 100% good, that's okay too. It's also Monday, so, it's definitely exercise. It doesn't even have to be like anything crazy. Just like taking a walk, maybe doing some stretches, anything. Like, I feel like I get my exercise through cleaning my house and also taking my dogs out for walks, So that's kind of like my exercise, because I'm not like a, hey, let's go to the gym and pump iron type of person at all, I'm being honest. So any little exercise, just get your blood flowing through your body. And of course, like I said, bestie, I'm not a therapist. How have you been sleeping? Okay, that's alright, hey, it's a new day. We can get back on a schedule. It's all good. That's what I tell myself, like, hey, why worry over that? Like, all you can do is move on. Like, you can't change the past. And I know sometimes we slip into like those bad habits, and then we gotta take a step back and be like, whoa, let me get back to, self-care. It's important. What did you do today that made you feel good? Okay. Awesome. What is something you could do today that would be good for you? Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, anything, like if you want to start, a new hobby, like painting or hiking, whatever the case may be, like do it, go for it, if it's gonna make you happy and kind of just like relieve some stress for you, go ahead, like, yes. What is something you're looking forward to in the next few days, or just in general, like any vacations, any, friend weekends, anything like that, shopping days? Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, it really helps to have things to look forward to, because you kind of like, you're so excited about something that's coming up, and so you really get to just be, I don't know, it's something about that, like, when you work or go to school during the week, you're like, I can't wait for the weekend because I'm gonna hang out with my friends, I'm gonna hang out with my family, I'm gonna be able to garden, I'm gonna be able to clean my room, whatever the case may be. So that's always good. What are you most grateful for? Okay. Awesome. Do you feel like your friends and family are supporting you in the way that you need them to support you? Okay. And that's okay. Like I said before, do not be afraid to tell people how you're feeling, because at the same time, if you don't tell somebody how you're feeling, or if they can't like catch on to how you're feeling, they're not going to be able to be there to support you. And I feel like sometimes we get in our head and we're like, oh my gosh, nobody cares about me, like, everybody just doesn't like me, and that's not always the case. It's just sometimes people cannot read other people, unfortunately. So really, like, speaking out, or going to someone and being like, hey, can I talk to you, like, about how I'm feeling, really helps friends and family be there for you. Just speaking from my own experience. Has anything honest with yourself at the end of the day is most important, because like I said, seeing so many people's like mental health updates and check-ins, and just seeing like where they were to where they are now is really inspiring, because it just goes to show that you can get out of that mental rut, and it's all about changing your habits, maybe changing the people you hang out with, changing your mindset for sure, like just being more positive, and just stop